what I started to move, and Bob Bremer just came up and did a leg obstruction and grinned at me, and I couldn't do anything. He just laid it up there and just stepped up against me and moved my leg back, and he just smiled at me. And I just couldn't do anything. And Dan Lee was so quick and moving around, you know. We didn't like do terrible, but we did good enough that they wanted us to come back. But it was something I said, well, you know, we need to start doing this. So luckily, Bob went with me all the time until he moved to Florida. So I worked out with him constantly. Yeah.
When you say that there was Bob and you did a lot of sparring, what was that sparring like down at Chinatown School?
Well, this is in Dan's back. Well, Bob did sparring, and it was, they started off with a lot of equipment sparring. When I came around, they started getting rid of a lot of it. It kind of too constrictive, you know, and sometimes you're slipping too much. So we just sort of had a kind of a light smack to the head, you know, but not surface punching the head and kind of middle punch in the body. So it was semi-full contact at the time, you know. It got sort of getting away from all that equipment, you know. We did it for a little bit, but it was just, you know, it was just too constrictive. Couldn't move real well.
The way it went, was there anybody that outshined everybody, or was everybody at a same pace?
Bob Bremer and Dan Lee were heads and tails above anybody I saw there. Really good, really good.
And when you say heads and tails, but what can you explain? What was?
Oh, well, Dan Lee was such a master of broken rhythm. He was the best I've seen at broken rhythm, be able to move, and he was quick. And some of the guys I never did see spar. And then Bremer was just in your face, so hard, and such an athletic, big, strong, fast guy. You know, he was a good athlete, and he wasn't just a brawler. He had a lot of technique. Yeah.
Was there much discussion about Bruce Lee when you were there, or did they ever say it?
Oh yeah, we bowed to him every day, you know, and we had that thing, and he was going to come back, and he was going to come in one time and see us, so we would work this. Bruce is coming back to America, so he was liable to come in, so we need to do this. But I thought he was coming that one night. I didn't even bring a camera, because it was like, you know, he's going to be back, you know, it's no big deal, you know. It was, Bob Chapman heard it and called me. You know, yeah, we were. You know, it was at that time the Chinatown School was gone, and we were just said that school was in Dan's backyard. It was 10 guys. That was about it.